Candace Owens and Ben Shapiro are going at it on Twitter, and now Candace Owens has once and for all nuked her relationship with Ben Shapiro and will very soon, I believe, nuke Ben Shapiro in a debate. We have some crazy updates on that, which I'll show you later on in this video. First, let's check out this clip here from Andrew Schultz. In a recent podcast, Andrew Schultz absolutely obliterated Ben Shapiro. He's fed up with it. A lot of people are. They're seeing Ben Shapiro in the Daily Wire's true colors. And, Candace Owens, for me, just kind of, solidified what I had been thinking about the Daily Wire and Ben Shapiro for a while. But for a lot of people, this is their first insight into seeing the true colors of Ben Shapiro and the Daily Wire. But, a lot of us have known for a long time that they don't actually care about any of the things that they talk about. All they care about is how much money are going into their pockets. Anyway, let's check out this clip here that kind of started this whole spat between Candace Owens and Ben Shapiro on Twitter. And then we'll get into the actual updates and everything on the Candace Owens versus Ben Shapiro situation.
Candace, she's not afraid of nobody. She will say whatever the fuck she wants to say. She will debate any single person. She'll go out there and do it, right? Ben Shapiro is debating college kids.
Yeah.
Let's just be honest, right? It's like anytime he debates somebody who's like worthy, he either gets washed or bare minimum stalemate. I've never seen him actually win a debate against somebody who's like educated in the matter. Candace?
Yeah. So that was the clip that kind of sparked this whole thing. And I know it might seem like kind of a minor clip, but this is the tweet, the Candace Owens tweet, responding to that Andrew Schultz clip that really, for some reason, set Ben Shapiro off, set the whole Daily Wire off, set the CEO of the Daily Wire, Jeremy Boring, off. Let's check out this tweet here, and then we'll check out the replies to it. Candace Owens responds to this Andrew Schultz clip and says, "I would like to debate Ben Shapiro on Israel and the current definition of anti-Semitism. Can somebody make that happen?" And like I said, we have a lot of tweets to go through. I have the words like Israel and war and all that stuff muted, so that's why it'll keep saying that it's muted, because I'm just tired of seeing all the propaganda and nonsense about it. So I just mute those words. But anyway, Ben Shapiro responds to that tweet, calling out Ben Shapiro, Candace Owens calling out Ben Shapiro for a debate. And Ben Shapiro says, "Sure, Candace, I texted you February 29th offering this very thing. Let's do it on my show this Monday at 5 p.m. at our studios in Nashville, 90 minutes live streams." And, people were saying, of course, you have to monetize it. Of course, it has to be on your show, etc., etc. Candace Owens then responds to that and gives, I think, a very reasonable counteroffer. Says, "I'm sure you can appreciate why I'd prefer to keep this off the Daily Wire platform, as well as the true reason why we were never able to make any discussion happen. Let's choose a neutral, trustworthy platform. I vote for Patrick Bet David." And if you haven't been watching my videos for, the last few videos that I posted, Patrick Bet David actually called out the Daily Wire and Ben Shapiro recently and, went off on them and showed that Andrew Schultz clip and agreed with that Andrew Schultz clip. And so did the rest of the Valuetainment crew. But Patrick Bet David also released a video saying that he will host a debate between Candace Owens and Ben Shapiro, and he will even give $250,000 to Laken Riley's family, which was the person that got killed by the illegal immigrant a few weeks ago. And he offered $250K, not to the winner, but to a charity. It's a very charitable cause. And Ben Shapiro, of course, doesn't want to do this because Patrick Bet David called out Ben Shapiro for his nonsense in the Candace Owens firing a few days ago in that video that I posted a video on. Then Ben Shapiro responds to this Candace Owens tweet stating that she would rather not have it happen on the Daily Wire platform because obviously she was recently fired. And then she counteroffers and says, "Let's choose a neutral, trustworthy platform like Patrick Bet David's channel." Ben Shapiro responds to this and says, "Candace, I can see why you'd want to hide behind a moderator. Hiding behind a moderator, particularly one who said we should rename our company the Daily Jewish Wire just yesterday. No, one-on-one Monday at 5 p.m. We can sit down and have a healthy debate like adults, and we'll live stream it on X and YouTube. Take it or leave it. As the true reason you didn't respond to my offer to sit down with you and discuss these issues publicly or privately back in February, I have no idea what the hell you are talking about." So my question is, I know that Ben Shapiro had to conveniently log off for it's Shabbat, as he says right here. "I'm now signing off for Shabbat. I'll plan to be in Nashville for this conversation on Monday." Conveniently, he had to sign off at this time whenever he was being challenged to a debate. My question would be, is Patrick Bet David the only moderator who he would say no to? If Candace Owens wants to have a moderator, is that going to be the thing that stops them from having a conversation, even if it's a neutral moderator? Because there's a ton of people who are also offering to moderate this debate. People were saying Tim Cass would host it, and I don't think Ben Shapiro has any sort of, reason to not trust Tim Pool to be a neutral moderator in this discussion. I think Tim Pool has actually taken the side of the Daily Wire, at least more so than a lot of other people have, but he's not a staunch, like, I am in full support of Candace Owens here. The Daily Wire and Ben Shapiro are wrong on this situation. He's not one of those people like I am. Like, I would not be a neutral moderator. I cannot be a neutral moderator on this because I would 100% be on the side of Candace Owens in this situation. Candace Owens then replies to this. By the way, I think this is absolutely outrageous. Like, that Ben Shapiro, who is supposed to be like a debate guy. Like, that's kind of how he made his name, is by debating. Yes, it is college kids a lot of the time, but he's supposed to be a debate guy, and he's done debates. You know, I think he's done a debate on the Joe Rogan podcast before, on the Joe Rogan Experience. He's done a debate on Lex Fridman's podcast for sure, with Destiny, I believe, and maybe some other debates as well. The fact that he is saying that Candace is trying to hide behind a moderator is just wild. Like, that's very, very typical for a debate. If you enjoy content like this, then make sure you leave a like and subscribe. It really does help me out a ton. Let's get back to the video. That's very typical to have some kind of neutral moderator. And I don't think that Candace was saying specifically, I must have Patrick Bet-David be the moderator. She's just saying, let's have a neutral moderator. And Patrick Bet-David is a great one to have. So Candace responds to that Ben Shapiro tweet, says, I'm not hiding behind a moderator, LOL. I'm just choosing not to bring eyes to the Daily Wire. You are rather typically removing PBD's words from their proper context to make it seem as though he basically attacked you. Rather, he offered free advice. The Daily Wire would not take heat if they were open about these priorities or their priorities. But I'll choose to be understanding regarding your exhaustive sensitivities to everyone everywhere. Would you prefer Charlie Kirk or Timcast? And then she also responds to this and says, I will also throw Joe Rogan as an option, or your buddy Lex Fridman. Truly pick a moderator or agree to do this live one-on-one via a channel that the Daily Wire cannot cash in on, but I am fully in. So now, not only is Candace Owens saying it doesn't have to be Patrick Bet-David, it could be any moderator of your choice. It could be Joe Rogan, Lex Fridman, Tim Pool. It could be anyone, Charlie Kirk even, if you want. And I don't even think Charlie Kirk would be neutral. I think he would be against Candace Owens, but she threw his name in the ring as well. And not only that, is she saying you can pick a moderator yourself, but she's saying pick a moderator or agree to do this live one-on-one via a channel that the Daily Wire can't cash in on. So she's even saying, Candace Owens is even saying, we don't have to have a moderator. If you really are that much against moderators, let's just do it live one-on-one, but it has to be on a channel that the Daily Wire can't make money off of. Tim Pool responds and says, I'm down, fan of both of yours. It would be fun. I would be honored, but that's not the end of the conversation. There's still more to go through here. Jeremy Boring, who is the CEO of the Daily Wire, then starts to respond for Ben Shapiro because Ben Shapiro can't respond anymore conveniently. Jeremy Boring responds to Candace Owens and says, it's Sabbath, but I think Ben was clear. One-on-one, in person, Nashville, Monday, 5 p.m., live streamed on YouTube and X. I'll add, there will be no ads on the video and no charge to watch it. No one cashes in. You debated Destiny on his show without a moderator less than a month ago and have debated plenty of people without a moderator on your own show. You asked for a debate. You want it, come have it. But by the way, I mean, Candace Owens literally said, it doesn't matter if there's a moderator or not. She'll do it without a moderator. She said that like last tweet, like the tweet that you're replying to. All she is asking for is to have it on a platform that will not make money for the employer that just fired her a week ago. Like, that's all she's asking for, and they can't even oblige her on that. So Candace Owens responds to Jeremy Boring there and says, I am in London and cannot appear in person. You have known for months I was going to be in London this week. Daily Wire employees were initially slated to be here with me, so publicly pretending you guys are not aware of this seems odd. I can certainly swing this virtually on Monday one-on-one if you guys really can't wait for me to get back, but I am refusing to allowing this to happen on any Daily Wire platform. This request seems perfectly reasonable and understandable to everyone but the Daily Wire. Why is that? And then I believe Jeremy Boring also responds to this with just a nonsensical tweet. In my opinion, it just seems like he's trying to be like this fake badass. Like, come on, man. To everyone with common sense out there, you look like an idiot. Like, at least to me. Let me know in the comments. But I think Jeremy Boring is just making himself and the Daily Wire look dumb. But Jeremy Boring responds to that Candace Owens tweet and says, I don't know your international travel schedule, Candace. I know when you've wanted to talk to someone in the past, you've flown across the world to make it happen. You asked for a debate. Ben agreed to a debate. You don't want it on a Daily Wire channel? Fine. We can live stream it on to your channels. Well, that's all she's asking for. That's literally all she's asking for. You don't want to shoot it at Daily Wire Studios? Fine. We'll rent a studio in Nashville. You don't want a Daily Wire crew? Fine. We'll hire a local crew. You don't want Daily Wire to pay for it? Fine. You're rich. You can pay for it yourself. This guy's such a loser. You don't want to do it Monday? Fine. Let us know how long you need to prepare. We will not agree to a moderator. No third party to put their finger on the scale. We will not agree to a virtual event or edited video, live, in person, one-on-one. The rest of this is just noise, is what Jeremy Boring says. So badass, man. Absolutely so badass. Candace Owens' final response says, barring the odd insinuation that you didn't know your own employees were booked on international flights to come join me in London to film for your platform, this is great. I fully accept. No moderator. I will get in touch privately to get this set up. Major win. I don't even know if this is a major win. Like, it's not like, I don't know why people keep saying that. This is a win for America. This is a win for the conservative. No, it's not. Dude, in my opinion, like, I mean, yeah, it's going to be a win when Candace Owens wipes the floor with Ben Shapiro. Like, that would be a win. But the fact that they're sitting down and having a conversation is not a win at all, in my opinion. Like, and let me know in the comments if you can explain to me why it is a win. Everybody keeps saying that this is such a win for the conservative movement and a win for America. Like, dude, why? Why is this a win? I don't understand. Like, we all know where both of these people stand. We know where Candace Owens stands. We know where Ben Shapiro stands. The only way that this is a win is if Ben Shapiro gets absolutely embarrassed so people can see the actual truth behind things, behind not just the Daily Wire, but also what's happening in the Middle East and the world. That would be the only way this is a win. But people are saying, you're not going to debate Candace. LOL, you're scared of Ben. Like, she's not scared of Ben, dude. She's definitely not scared of Ben. I don't know why she would be. I think from my perspective, maybe I'm extremely biased and it's blinding me. From my perspective, I believe Candace Owens has all the facts on her side. Ben Shapiro has all the emotions on his side. And to me, from my experience, it's clear to me, as long as Candace Owens doesn't get like super nervous or something like that, which I don't think she will, she's going to win the debate against Ben Shapiro, but even when she does win the debate, even when she does wipe the floor with Ben Shapiro in the debate, everybody who believes Ben Shapiro's side of things, everybody who is fully in alignment with what Ben Shapiro and the Daily Wire believe and fully proud of the Daily Wire for firing Candace Owens, even when Candace Owens goes in there and destroys Ben Shapiro, all of those people are not going to change their mind. All of those people are still going to fully support the Daily Wire, fully support Ben Shapiro. That's just how things are now. Like, there aren't people out there. There's some people out there, but it's a small percentage of people out there who are actually looking for the truth. And then there's a large percentage of the population, and it's not just the left and right thing. There's a large percentage of the population that just want to belong to a group and will do anything to make sure that that group wins. And it's not just a left and right thing. There's factions within the left and factions within the right that people are still doing this for. And this is one of those faction wars where it's like the people, in my opinion, there's some people on Candace's side that are just wanting to be part of that group. And, they're wanting their cult to win. There's people on Ben Shapiro on the Daily Wire side that just want to be part of that group and want that cult to win. And there's people who are like me, at least I like to believe like me, that are actually looking for the truth. And you know this because I have been very, very critical of Candace Owens before during the Steven Crowder situation, where I feel like she was being very catty, very petty, and meddling in this guy's business and not business, but like his relationship, not meaning his like actual money-making business, but like his personal business that she doesn't need to be meddling in, being very petty and catty with that whole situation. And I fully support Candace Owens here. Like, I'm not a Candace Owens cultist or fan or anything. Like, I'm really just not. But I feel like she's completely in the right here, and she's bringing eyeballs to a situation with the Daily Wire and just in the world that has been off limits for so many people before. So I like to think that there are some people out there who aren't Candace Owens fans, cultists. They're just like, Candace Owens is correct on this situation. Like, she just is, looking at it objectively. So I don't know. I guess that's a win. Let me know in the comments why people keep saying just the conversation in itself is a win, because I don't really think it is. Anyway, let me know in the comments what you're thinking about this whole Candace Owens versus Ben Shapiro thing, and Candace Owens versus Jeremy Boring and the whole Daily Wire. It's getting real messy. I'm here for it. I'm here. I hope Candace Owens continues to go to bat, continues to go to war, for what she believes and what I believe is also true. And anyway, let me know what you're thinking in the comments about this whole situation. If you did enjoy the video, please leave a like, subscribe, all that good stuff. And I hope to see you guys on the next one.